Put it right here and
Nah,
just goes right in.
nah, that ain't no good. They put
No.
you to work.
Yeah.
All right,
Put
and
you
that
to
was
work.
just a sidebar. We talking about our new studio that we're excited about. So today's topic, we'll talk draft.
We're gonna talk draft, but we're gonna do a few things.
Okay,
Who knows who Kate Spade is?
Kate Spade. Heard the
She's
name.
an actor. I know that.
No.
She's not.
No.
Oh, talking about she got like a store or something the women go into?
Yeah, she's the
Okay.
designer.
Ah,
What do you know
Oh.
about her?
nothing.
She likes spades.
What do you know about her?
So here we go. I'm just gonna read it off of here. Come hang with Kate Spade.
Okay.
How she spell come?
COME.
Oh, okay. I'm just hey man. Hey, I need
I know.
clarity. I didn't know where the story was going, Mafia. What you want?
Yeah. Come hang with Kate Spade.
Okay.
Okay.
So you ready for the
The caveat.
for the issue?
I am.
Retailer Ultra Beauty apologized Monday after an email customers say, "Come hang with Kate Spade" as part of the promotion for the luxury brand, whose emphasis co-founder hanged herself.
Really?
As a
Look.
part of the photo promotion, let's be who's
Wow.
She hung herself back in 2018. It was actually big news because she was like rich as rich can be. She was at the height of her deal. I mean, everything was going great, but she suffered from mental illness.
Okay.
Now, obviously, everybody in the world got butthurt over it.
Of course.
And I was talking to Nicole this morning about it. I'm like, do you think somebody intentionally was like, hey, let's put this out there because this shit's gonna be funny? Come on, man.
Even if that was the intent, where's the editors? Where's the PR people?
But and I get what you're saying, but everybody acts like somebody out there intentionally was like, hey, let's make this joke because this shit's gonna be funny.
Let me get this right. So let's put it in perspective for me because
Yes.
I'm trying to
Yes.
wrap my mind around it.
Yes.
You saying that put it back up so I can see it again. You saying that Kate Spade. Wait a minute. So who's saying come meet Kate Spade?
Ultra Beauty. So
Ultra
Beauty.
Beauty. Okay.
Ulta.
Oh, so the owner of Ulta?
Corporate.
No, I'm saying the owner of Ulta.
No.
Who hung themselves?
The
Herself.
co-founder.
Kate Spade hung herself in like 2018
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
The real Kate Spade. Oh, ain't
I
that a
thought it was the
bitch?
because she
co-founder.
made purses and
Yeah, I
I've-
do
I've
remember
seen
that.
yeah,
that
Kate
stuff.
Spade.
So she hung herself, but it says come meet her.
Come
No,
hang with her.
Come hang with Kate Spade.
They said,
It took Vaughn a second to Kate.
yeah, because when it said co-founder, it messed me up. It made me feel like somebody, like a partner, killed
And,
themselves.
see,
But
and that's what I thought in the beginning. too.
but I didn't
But it
even
was
think.
actually her. Oh wow.
But I didn't even think. Yeah.
Again.
So you gonna use the words "come hang," huh?
Again, where's the
That's good.
where's the public relations people at?
Right.
Well,
Oh,
obviously
man.
now
Man, I
they're
was
they're
slow
they're
this morning.
apologizing and
I'm
they're
s-
like, we're so sorry.
How do you apologize for that?
But actually, I like their apology. It talked about, we're all human. We make mistakes. Odds are, I mean, it
Come
was
hang.
somebody. It might have been some dude who doesn't buy purses and doesn't know, doesn't know what it is and has no earthly idea what the hell.
Come hang with
Yeah,
Kate Spade.
But it was.
You gotta be freaking kidding me.
Wow.
Come hang with Kate Spade.
I just can't. I can't.
Man, that is terrible.
I mean,
That's terrible, dude.
so I've heard of people putting on different productions, different productions and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And then they have other entities involved,
Yeah.
right? And so they're gonna put out a flyer of some sort. I've heard where flyers had to be revised and no, I don't like this picture of me. Put this up, or I mean, none of that happened in this process.
Uses that's before they actually put it out to the public.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Where's
Yeah,
your process at?
So, but here's the great example. If you are a marketing firm, you have no idea. You're dude. You don't buy Kate Spade. You don't need no purses. You don't need nothing like that. And you don't know, and it's unintentional.
Mhm.
What? Give me a break. Nobody intentionally sat there and did that. So you know what I say.
But think about it.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Come on,
Suck it
man.
up, Buttercup.
But think about it though. I mean, whatever you're promoting, she's not gonna be there. So how are you gonna?
No. The
unquote,
idea is come hang with their brand to be a part of this. This perfume coming out and
that is
all
hilarious.
this other stuff.
That's hilarious.
I just can't see that coming out
Come
without
hang.
some type
It's
of
like
editing or revision.
come hang with,
Yeah, come hang around with us.
You know what I mean?
Coca-Cola, or it's not really. It was, it's about the brand. They were again. It was an ignorant ass thing that happened.
It said come hang, specifically come hang with Kate Spade.
When I saw it, I just started laughing.
Dude,
I-
come
and-
hang with Kate
because
Spade.
Public relations.
Come hang with Kate Spade. Like specifically, it said that.
now the question comes: how many people are going to go out there and hang themselves and be like?
And you'll be surprised how many people. I'm not even gonna say no more, but psychologically, again, I speak from a psychological aspect. That may get him the man. You never know, bro.
If you're ready to go, you're ready to go. Don't it?
And that'll be the thing, just like the little boy and the little girl and the pickup truck, and gonna do it. That's a gonna do it type of
What
statement.
little boy and girl in the pickup truck?
When we talked about on the podcast where the
Vaughn
young
here.
lady
Was Vaughn here for that?
You wasn't here for that?
I don't know.
Weren't you out of town? He talked her into
No,
killing
he was
herself?
here. He was on the podcast.
Yeah.
Where the young
I
lady
remember that.
incited the young man to go ahead and commit suicide.
I remember that.
And she was inciting, via
Right.
text and on
Pumping
the phone.
him up and
Don't
stuff.
do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
What
big
kind of-
ones, and the
what kind of
judge even
coochie you got?
said was never even slept with the girl. The judge told her up until the point, which is the last thing, he got out of the truck, and she told him to get the fuck back in that truck.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where she became liable.
And before we
Guilty.
get into that whole thing, again, this statement is kind of like get the fuck back in the truck.
No, it's
To
not.
someone-
Nobody
someone who's-
intentionally did it, though. I mean,
How do we know that, Zach?
oh come on, that's what I'm saying. So you're gonna
Yeah.
believe what, and this is where you have to make your own decision. You're gonna believe one or two things. You're gonna believe the first one is, man, I didn't even know who Kate Spade was. Come hang with Kate Spade, work at Ulta, corporate. I had no idea. The other one is, hey man, let's put this shit out there because that shit is gonna be funny.
Is it really funny though? It's not.
It would have to be if somebody knew
I
that
mean,
it
I
was
guess-
true. You would have to know by saying that was a pretty, if intentionally, that's some evil shit.
I want to know who's running the Kate Spade company.
That shit is fucking hilarious.
She
I'm sorry.
sold most of it off.
I'm sorry. That shit's fucking hilarious to me.
To me, it's
To me,
fucking
it is.
hilarious.
To me, it is. It's a sad story, but the shit is fucking hilarious. Like, who does that? That's like completely like heartless to do that.
I find no humor in that shit at all.
Is that
Yeah.
like the mechanic's dead?
I find no humor in it all.
Right. That's fucked up.
And then
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fucked
about-
up.
We have dark humor.
Yeah,
dark
that's
humor.
fucked
And,
up.
Not even dark humor.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
and then I think
that's
about
a fucked up humor.
you know
got
what I'm
out
saying?
here.
Like the masses is what I take into consideration. Like, people see that shit and I mean,
But that's the
where's-
deal.
where's the humor?
Everything can't be, oh my God, the world's coming. You can't sit there. That is what frustrates the shit out of me. You cannot sit there and act like, oh, I just needed this one little fucking piece to send me over the edge. Bitch, you were already over the edge.
Yes.
So if that is the thing that does it, something as stupid as come hang with us or come hang with Kate Spade, if that's what sent you over the edge, fucking the toaster burning your toast could have sent you over the edge.
True.
So it's ridiculous. We can't sit there and constantly say these small fucking things are, oh well, that just puts me over the edge, man. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Hey Zach, everyone
Makes me want to push him over the edge. Like we're outside, just
Yeah, I'm not
Look,
liable. I'm not liable because somebody else is in a weak state of mind. We all think differently. You know what I mean? She was already whoever. If you went and hung yourself after that, you was already ready to go. You know, don't blame me for you being ready to go though.
I get it,
and that's just what I'm thinking.
I get it.
You know what I mean? Don't blame me for, you know, putting it out there because it is hilarious to some of us. It is. I mean, I find humor in a lot of stuff, but you know, the underlying thing is not funny. You know.
No, and the underlying that she killed herself, that I don't think that's funny. But the idea that somebody put morning, man, morning. Hey, Michael, we're gonna get to yours here in a few minutes. Your
morning,
responses
Big Mike.
on the on Facebook. We're gonna get to your stuff.
What, the draftster?
Yeah, he was talking about. We're talking about the Ulta Beauty. Come hang with us and come find out Kate Spade hung her. Well, not come find. I knew she did, but you know she hung herself.
Hey,
but
put
it was
the
an
advertisement up there. Put the advertisement.
How'd you know about? How'd you know about Kate Spade?
It was all over the news. You got to remember, I watched the news.
No, I'm just okay. Oh, okay. I thought you was buying stuff from there.
For the listeners that just joined in, this is the advertisement for Kate Spade
for Ulta Beauty, and Kate Spade's perfume at Ulta Beauty, and it says, "Come hang with us," or "Come hang with Kate Spade," and Kate Spade actually hung herself in 2018.
That is ridiculous, dude. That is so terrible. That is like so terrible, dude. Like for real. Like, how do you get
to that point?
Yeah, like how do you not know that she's dead in the way she died and you did that? So I'm with Mafio, like, where is your PR people at? Like, who does that? That is so incredibly.
Where's your secretary? Because every woman knows who Kate Spade is. I mean, she was a huge. If in 2018, if you were buying a purse or buying a jacket, it's like Michael Kors.
Okay.
Kate Spade is like the Michael Kors for women.
I didn't know that. I thought they were more like one of those smaller stores, like
Ulta Beauty is, but not Kate Spade.
No, I'm talking about Kate Spade. I guess
I guess I was just totally Ralph Lauren stores type. Okay. She had her own stores and everything. I mean, Kate Spade was basically. I would, as a guy, we know who Michael Kors is. You know, the guy who makes crap. See, he never knew either. So if you would have written, "Hey, come hang with us," there never would have been an intent for you, because that was the before you kind of got on. That was the deal. I mean, there's one of two ways.
I don't think it was intentional.
I don't think so.
I really don't think.
I mean, maybe you and I would be sitting there going, "Hey, man, let's put this out there because this shit's gonna be funny."
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I'm just now that you think about it, you're reading and looking at it. That shit's fucking hilarious.
I would do it.
Come hang with us. That's dirty. That is so filthy.
Fly with me.
That's filthy.
Nah, man.
That is filthy. That's scratching up some old scars there.
And then think what her family, man. That's like so disrespectful, bro.
Yeah, incredibly insensitive.
You know what I'm saying? Anyone that was close to her, you put out an advertisement like that. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, so enough of the whole Kate Spade thing. Ukraine's got Ukraine. What else?
Speaking of Ukraine.
Oh shit.
I wanted to bring up a point. I was out.
Come on, Mafia, bring it on, Dan.
Let's bring it quick because we've done a lot on it.
Yeah. So I was out working one day, browsed at a television in the facility, and the television was on CNN. And it said Biden was giving Ukraine $33 billion in war aid.
No.
Didn't hear anything about that?
I mean, we're giving them.
Where you get from?
But that's my thing. You get all this stimulus money. You get all this. You put us in inflation.
We'll do that one here in a second. That's some funny shit too.
And okay.
No. Keep going with yours. Don't go.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah, but I just thought that was interesting how they can dig up all this money, putting us further and further in debt and inflation and all this, bro. And
in debt with who?
Huh?
In debt with who though?
The Federal Reserve. What do you think they get the money
shit
from?
about this? Just paper.
It's
the paper they're gonna print some more.
But again, what I'm thinking on according to the masses.
Yeah, right. I'm with you
because we have to pay the taxes to pay that damn money back. Government ain't paying that.
They ain't never been with us.
Hey.
Well, no, a year or two ago, I think
I say that a long time ago.
56,000
shit about us.
Each person
56,000 what
is a part of, like, you owe 56, he owes 56, I owe 50. That's our part. I mean, it was a few years ago.
On how you pay back the interest to the Federal Reserve where the government borrows money.
Right. When the government borrows money, we as citizens pay for it.
Yeah,
so each person has a value. So if everybody paid one amount, we'd pay off. This was a while back, so it's probably up by now, but it was $56,000 a person times 365 million or some crap like that.
Wow.
Truth, Biden is giving country money who did not want to be. They wanted to be part of NATO. That's kind of what started all this shit. Matter of fact, that's one of the pieces now that the president of Ukraine is saying is that why give them they did want to be, again, they wanted to be part of NATO. That's the reason that's actually on the table now, is don't be part of NATO. And Russia says it has to start there. That Ukraine can never be accepted in NATO. That was the starting discussion. So now the president of Ukraine is saying, okay, well, I'll give you that. And now fucking Putin's just bombing the shit out of him anyway. All right, so I do want to get to this one because this was actually pretty big. And this is the second time this has happened. So a lady was basically helped a dude escape.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
She was fucking him.
Yeah. And then you had the two brothers in that other prison a while back. I think it was in New York. It was the same thing.
Who helped them out? A guy?
No, another woman helped them out.
Shit, that pussy, the motherfucker. Hey, man.
Well, really, she's the guard.
Right.
So the dick must be a
digmatized.
Yeah.
She digmatized.
He pimped her brain.
That prison dick something else is what they say.
He pimped her brain.
She said prison dick. That prison dick made her give up a whole job, a whole career.
So now there's a manhunt, woman hunt for these two. That shit's crazy.
I saw that. He's what, 6'9". He's a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's in there dropping that dick on her. That's what that was.
She ugly as a motherfucker.
It's all right. He needed to do what he had to do to get out of there. And he did.
And at this point, neither one of them is found, correct?
Shit, it's either that or be a booty pal. What you gonna do? Yeah, he went in there and did what he had to do.
Laid it down.
She looked like a bear gorilla-potamus.
Yeah.
They say Solo is just a nasty man.
Oh, no, come on, brother Flo. Come on now, man. I just speak the truth. I mean, how else would you get out? How are you gonna get a woman that's free outside of prison, that works in the prison to help you out, to help you plan a scheme to get out?
You'd have to be inside, yeah.
Yeah, she had some goddamn hope.
And neither one of them has been found, correct?
Mm-mm. As of this morning, neither one of them. Matter of fact, I think as of this morning, they finally released that they believe that she is actually involved.
Believe?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That was premeditated, man. She put in for retirement. She made all the plans.
Why would you even put in for retirement if you're going to break somebody out of prison?
You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably thought she was going to get the bread or something.
She's probably dead by now.
You think she did?
Why not?
You think he killed her?
I mean, would you keep her around? You're a convicted murderer.
Yeah.
And so we know that you have absolutely no problem murdering.
So he's not going to kill her. She's still his pincushion.
Yeah.
He's still she's
the only one that can walk into a Walmart.
Yeah, right.
And she looks like she would fit right in.
Yeah, even in your darkest hour, you need somebody with you. You will want somebody with you. So that dude, he ain't kill her. I don't think so. Why are you gonna give up your coochie for what? Yeah. You've been
other coochie.
Hell, nobody fucking him right now. He be all over the news
in the mop room.
She was giving.
See,
not the coolie cuckoo. Is it giving that thing up, huh? What y'all call it in Chicago?
What's that?
The coochie. What y'all call it?
The coochie.
Oh, okay. I thought y'all had some fancy little name.
Amongst other things.
The coochie.
There you go.
Le coochie.
Le coochie.
So that story was kind of interesting to me when I heard it on the news. Because if inmate has some type of out of the prison, out of facility, it's supposed to be 2 guards, right?
Yeah.
And she was
Wait
the
a
only
minute,
guard.
what? Time out. Rewind.
So this guy's so-called had a psychological evaluation, something like that, and they had to take him off premises.
Right.
When they're taking a prisoner off premises, it's supposed to be 2 guards.
No.
No.
So you saying he escaped
that's what
during that? He escaped during that.
She took him out.
Oh, okay.
She brought him
Oh,
away from the
wow.
facility, and I thought I heard on the news that protocol was two guards for a prisoner.
Nah,
maybe theirs, but it's actually, I mean,
okay. And
we're not going to know. We're not going to talk about why I know this, but it's
yeah.
Normally, because when you get in those vans,
watch Law and
there's
Order.
Yeah, I watch Law and Order. There's a front, there's a front part and a back part. So when you get in, so let's say she gets in the driver's seat and then he's put into the back. He has no access, and it's a fully secured. I mean, you can't break anything. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, even Vaughn here at his size, you ain't gonna break nothing to get into the other side of that thing. So, but you're not supposed to open the door until you get to the where you're at.
Yeah.
So there's actually no need to have 2 people in the vehicle. Now they may have a protocol, or she should have done it. But what happens if there's not enough guards on duty and like, nah, just go. Just go. Will you she may have planned it perfectly. Middle of shift change, they're having all their stuff. I mean, she worked there. That's why I said it would have to be somebody who worked inside of the prison.
Yeah, and like I said, that's something that I heard on the news. So if that was the case, why wasn't it stopped before they left the premises? Hey, somebody else got to be with you.
But there's a lot of protocols that happen in prisons and jails that aren't followed. I mean, you hear about them all the time. Guard gets murdered because, it wasn't supposed to be in that spot. But, they're understaffed. Again, yes, it may be a protocol, but maybe there weren't enough people on shift that day and they were, he has to get there.
Then reschedule
She was in charge of prisoner transport. So if she's in charge of prisoner transport, she can decide whether it's 1 person or 2.
Okay, though. So she's liable. The prison's liable.
Well,
the only thing in prison, I guess a prison would be liable. So if he murdered somebody after he broke out, yeah, maybe.
Well, they're probably damn sure understaffed. I mean, how much are they paying people to be guards in that motherfucker?
Yeah.
Everybody else is understaffed. I don't see why the jail wouldn't be right now. I mean, why wouldn't you be on unemployment rather than working in there with Tookie in there?
So they're saying, Zach, there was never a mental hearing. Was it a mental evaluation? So who said why he was going for a mental evaluation? Is that what you said, Mafia?
I thought it was some type of psychological evaluation, but I can't be wrong on that. And like I said, I just heard the tail end of the story and they were talking.
But I can tell you now, if she was in charge of prisoner transport, she can do whatever she wants.
Either which way, it was a perfect plan because he did it at the perfect time, and she knew what was going on. She was in control of something, because they got out scot-free.
Well, you get the sergeant, the lieutenant, the captain, and obviously if she was up for retirement, she probably had rank.
Yeah,
she can pretty much do whatever she wants.
I disagree. Even with all the rank.
Which part do you disagree with?
I disagree with she could do anything she wants. I think it should still be protocol. I mean, even
I don't know. You said should still be, but that doesn't mean. I mean, the one of the most high ranking in a lot of these places, the command sergeant major of a jail or prison. If that dude says, take that dude, take him to the medical deal, there's nothing anybody it's your boss. This is the head of your deal. If she's a sergeant or a lieutenant, which is pretty big within those types of circles, and she's seen the paperwork because they have transport paperwork, so she could make her own transport.
The warden don't have to sign off on that kind of stuff, though.
No, warden's an administrator.
So
where's the money? How many guys do I have? How many beds do I have?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and she got a great head start.
A great
head.
He got some head. he got some head
Wasn't no hanging around there.
start.
No one was aware that they were gone until 8 hours later.
Wow, you know,
Because she's
incredibly.
the transport. So until they do what? Oh no, there it is. She did it. She did it at
Shift change.
Count. No, she did it at Count.
At Count.
Oh wow, which is shift change. They go simultaneous.
Yeah.
So she did it at shift change and Count. Because if it was 8 hours later, that means Count. She has to call in every time there's a count. Anybody that's not there and there's somebody else, they have to call in and be accounted for. So that's actually there. It is.
Like they did on Live. He was counting them rocks and they wasn't there. New York City #1. New York City. Hey, he somebody gone. He been gone. You know how far you can drive in 8 hours?
What?
Man, that's what? How many hours?
Except in Texas.
That's
You
about
ain't even out of Texas yet.
Yeah, but that's like 700 miles, right? Something like that.
Well, 8. If you're going
hours.
70 miles an hour, so 7 times, or 70 times 8.
56.
560
Shit,
miles.
no, you can drive far. He said if you're driving 70.
Yeah.
If you
But
drive
I'm telling you,
if
if you're escaping and you're in a vehicle like that, I promise you're not trying to get pulled over. They had to switch vehicles.
I was
too.
about to say, they had
Somebody
vehicle
helped them.
outside somewhere. Yeah.
maybe the same person who did the marketing at right. That motherfucker had a car waiting
Great
on.
marketer.
Come
Yeah.
hang with me.
Come hang with me.
Wow.
You can get them from Dallas to
Wow.
Mississippi. Yeah, but I'm talking about going
Shit.
West Texas.
You can go to Dallas. Yeah, you can get to Vicksburg, Mississippi in 4 hours, 4.5 hours from here.
Hell, we could go to New Orleans in 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Less.
go. That's probably where they're at. They down eating crawfish while everybody's looking for them.
Hey, Keisha.
Hey, Keisha.
Good morning, Keisha.
All right, guys. So NFL draft.
NFL
so
draft.
Michael posted on Facebook talking about it was a weak draft.
Okay.
And I
he's
do
mad.
want
He's sick because the Cowboys had a sucky draft.
to, but I do want
Get
to
out your
say
feelings,
this.
Mike.
I do want to say this. Nobody's saying that the players are weak. Nobody's saying that. I mean, y'all earned your spot. Nobody's saying any of that. But it's just, normally you're so excited for this quarterback or this running back or this wide receiver. Defense doesn't get as much. Offensive line doesn't get as much love. They don't get the love that they should get. So we just want to make that clear before we keep moving. Somebody gets butt hurt. But
Well, they consider them bad drafts because there's no quarterbacks that's high. Last year's draft wasn't all that great either. When you get past the 5 or 6 quarterbacks,
right.
I mean, that's where all the love was shown there. So, I mean, how many of them? How many over history? How many of the great guys that they pumped up? How many of those careers were great? So these guys, this might end up being a good draft. You never know. But yeah, it didn't. It came with it didn't come with all the bells and whistles. So I do get it.
Okay. Now the part of the draft that stuck out to me, you had it up this morning, Zach, when you were talking about how Georgia had so many players that win in the first round. Alabama had so many players.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at all the players and where they come from. And then I thought about the HBCUs.
Yeah.
And what Deion's trying to do down there. Like,
so what real quick, who did the Raiders get
in the draft or period?
Von Solo.
Oh, they got a guard. I mean, the first pick was a guard out of well, he went out of
You're not going to
Memphis.
throw your new wide receiver out there?
No, he's saying in the draft.
But that's who you got because of the draft.
Yeah, ain't nobody. We weren't worried about the draft. Yeah, we threw the draft away. Yeah, that's why you give up the picks.
Yeah,
because we historically we've picked so bad in the draft over the years that they were just like, fuck it. Yeah, why not take Devontae Adams? Are you serious?
But see, I see Devontae Adams as your draft pick.
Shit, yeah.
By giving
him and Chandler Jones.
Yeah, if you give up a draft pick for a guy, he is your draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense.
So Georgia just lit it up this year in the NFL draft.
They did.
5 players.
All defense, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, all defense, right? That little bit of quarterback they had. I know. Was he a senior?
Singer?
He was.
Senior.
He was.
The little bitty guy.
I think he was.
Did he get drafted?
Man, if he did, it came on the fourth quarter of the championship game. Probably the last 8 minutes of it too. If it did.
He's just not big enough.
Because he didn't even play the whole season, if I'm not mistaken. He came in after somebody got hurt, if I'm not mistaken. And then they were saying how he performed in the latter half of the season, then the last part of the championship game to pull it off, you know.
So does anybody in this stand out to you, Vaughn? The Sauce Gardner guy, I thought that was kind of interesting when I saw him get drafted and they talk about, I guess nobody scored on him.
Yeah, he gave up like 61 yards in the whole season.
Touchdowns.
Oh, he balled out last year.
The 61 yards in it. I thought that was
Jets went all defense too. I mean, but you gotta know that because their head coach came from San Francisco the year before. You know, with that.
Who's their head coach?
The guy looks like Xerxes from 300.
Oh, the guy's always screaming.
Yeah, what's his name? You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, him. Yeah, so they went all defense in the first round. That was a great pick.
Yeah, when I saw and they started talking about him, how he's just a ball hog. He doesn't give up a lot. He's small though. 190 pounds.
Yeah, he looks like
okay.
He looks like a cameraman.
6'3", 190.
Yeah, he a little bitty guy, man.
That's all right.
They said he wasn't drafted. He said they think he went signed a free agent contract. That's what Mike said. That's what he said.
Who, Sauce did?
No, the quarterback from
Georgia.
Okay. Yeah.
So they can do that. They can not enter the draft.
Well, you mean if they're eligible?
Yeah.
You mean if they're eligible?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know. I absolutely have no idea.
Wait, what was your question? They can
if you come out, you got the option of going in.
Let's say you're who went number one?
The guy out of Georgia.
Yeah.
Trayvon
Walker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say Trayvon Walker doesn't want to be in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have a choice where he can say, I don't want to be in the draft. I'm just going to go free agency and take my.
That I don't know. Why would you give up all your money though?
Maybe you think you more.
What? In free agency?
Maybe.
Bullshit lie.
Maybe play a year. 1 year, not, whatever.
Sign a 1-year contract and then, be up for a game.
Yes, he has to be in the draft.
Yeah, they're not going to let you they're not going to just let you in the league like
so
that.
I'm assuming you would have to sit out a year of college, just like with any, if you do, I'm assuming you'd have to sit out a year.
That's very interesting. I think
because if you thought you were going to go in like the second round, what if you went out there and said, you know what, I don't even want to be in the draft. I just want to go free agent.
Yeah,
I'll go out there, play one. Somebody who felt that they could go into the league, play 1 year at the minimum salary,
and then get more
and earn their money. And earn somebody going,
no,
I will pay you 30 million. Because I will pay you more.
Because there is like a parameters for rookie coming in at signing.
Yeah, it is
number one, right? Like
it is. They got a cap. They got a cap now.
Yeah. So
Sam Bradford came in the last year of it. That's why he got that $50-some million up front. They stopped that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, they stopped that shit because it's ridiculous. You're giving guys way too much money. I just don't see anybody fucking up their draft status to say, hey, let me come in and earn some money. There's too many damn variables there.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say you're gonna go in and dominate and then get your contract? So you've messed up that money that they get giving you off potential.
Okay.
What did Micah Parsons come in at? What round?
First.
No. What he was first overall?
First, like 11.
No, he was in the first. He was the first pick for the Cowboys in the first round. Absolutely,
like 11 pick or something like that.
So, but
6 picks.
So let's just take him as an example.
Okay.
If he would have come into the NFL, free agent, went to the Cowboys, said, look, I'll play minimum salary. I'm fine with that. Do you think they would have paid him this year? Or he would have gone somewhere?
They wouldn't have
else?
had a choice at that point.
He'd have gotten a hell of a lot more money. Of course, now he's a risk because if you say that you go in, you play your first year at the minimum and you get messed up, obviously you're done.
Yeah, that's the risk you take.
But if you believe in, hey,
Yourself.
I think I can go in and make an impact, and I'm Micah Parsons, my second year, I'm making $10 million. I mean, what's he making now?
Well,
Nothing.
Shit,
Compared
but you
to-
gotta look, if he came in as a free agent, he's not gonna be playing. He's gonna be playing behind somebody who getting paid. And
So
he's not gonna have all those snaps like he did. That's what I'm saying.
I
You
think
might
even
get-
in camp,
versus-
if they-
And he would have been playing fucking special teams.
and that's a free agent versus
Absolutely,
being,
yeah,
being
they-
drafted.
yeah, man, yeah. Yeah.
Only because of the contract.
Yeah, absolutely. The opportunities are there because they've invested in you.
Yeah.
So you're going to get more time and more snaps in practice. If you come in as a free agent, you're going to have to wait until for your turn to come and your opportunity to come. And plus, because of how big he is, he's playing fucking special teams too. He's not going to be just rushing the passer like he was. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference.
You're going to
Okay, so
become
tell
the
me-
Once you're a
prostitute.
backup, you a fucking utility guy.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have no one position no more.
Okay, so tell me this. Say he came in as a free agent. Do they give him the snaps in practice to even prove himself?
Hell no. You still coming in, you doing the scout team, motherfucker. You on the scout team too. Yeah, them reps too.
All right,
You
so
don't-
you come in on a scout team and you killing as he did in the season.
Yeah,
Do you
scout
still
team.
get a look?
That's scout team, man.
I-
Then they gonna look
my-
at it like that's just scout team.
Okay, well, put me against your first team. Ain't that what scout team is?
No, the scout team mean you running the other team's defense and you giving them a look.
That
That's
shit.
all that mean.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't get out there and do what the fuck you want to do. You're supposed to be giving them a look for who we playing against.
Okay.
So yeah, you're giving them a little bit, but you're not out there trying to blow up the damn defense or offense, whoever it is.
All right. So is there anybody in the draft that stuck out to you?
I'm wondering why the Cowboys picked that lineman so high. I just didn't think he was. I like to pick after that. The center that played at Iowa. I think he should. I think the Cowboys, if they was going to choose a lineman, they should have got him. In my
Opinion.
opinion,
Mhm.
because the Ravens damn sure jumped on them, and the Ravens are better. They always pick linemen. Have a good draft picking linemen.
So the Cowboys picked Tyler Smith. His pick analysis as a raw. I never want to see this after I pick.
He had the
somebody.
most. penalties.
Unrefined athlete with outstanding physical tools. Smith has the potential to quickly develop into an all-star blocker if he improves his technique with solid coaching and strong work.
He had the
Smith
most-
could blossom as an edge blocker within his system.
He had the most penalties in college.
Why is that?
Shit, he was
No.
holding. He had the most holding
Okay,
penalties.
holding penalties. Okay.
Yeah, he
Okay.
had the most holding penalties.
So if I had to say someone stuck out to me, and you have to be mindful, I don't just sit down and make an agenda to watch the draft. But so the kid was it Cincinnati with the 61 yards, giving up the 61 yards as a quarterback.
Sauce Gardner.
As a cornerback, I thought that was fucking phenomenal.
I
That
did
was
too.
that's extraordinary. And then this kid that runs the fastest 40 time
The Baylor kid.
from Baylor that went to the Patriots. Like, I want to see what that's.
And that shit never translates over.
But he's a big kid, and I want to see.
Oh, the bit you talking about the defensive end?
No receiver.
Oh, okay.
He's a receiver from Baylor. He ran the fastest 40 time, and the
Thornton.
Patriots picked him up.
Okay, I'm thinking about the fastest time for a defensive lineman ever.
Oh, okay.
Well, these guys be tweener guys anyway. They just give them, a title.
Yeah. And I say I never watched the kid in Baylor. I never saw him, but I just want to see, as you said, if it translates and being with a coach, because I always feel that the coach is what nurtures the player, you know what I'm saying, and make them into
Yeah.
what they are. So to be over there with them, I'm interested in seeing that.
Speed don't mean nothing when you start getting hit.
Yeah, I get it. But shit, it ain't like he
Yeah.
ain't been hit before.
Shit,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
receivers don't get blown up like that.
You can't get
You-
better. You can't
you
get better.
can. Well, you know how many fast guys I done seen that nobody even knows about? You know what I mean? This because there's so many intangibles. Does he have straight line speed, or you know what I'm saying? Straight line track speed don't translate over into the NFL very, very great. You have to be able to be shifty with that. So a lot of guys that got that straight line 100-meter dash speed, they don't do really well, particularly well, because their hips, they're not used to running fast sideways.
Yeah.
You got some guys
Yeah.
that can run fast sideways with their shoulders faced upfield, but their hips going this way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's more of a football type movement. But a lot of these guys' speed, you don't ever see it really coming to fruition. Look at the Raiders; they got speed guys.
So I want to put up
there we go.
Look at the Raiders.
There we go. We've always had the fastest team. We always had the fastest team.
Still suck.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We did.
Yeah.
About as much as the Cowboys did. Yeah. Hell, Flo was in high school the last time the Cowboys were great. We all were. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know what the fuck they've been doing since then. Hell, we've been in the Super Bowl
Jerry's
more times.
been making the picks.
Hell, the Raiders have been in the Super Bowl more times. The Cowboys since their last one. Even though we got our ass blew the fuck out, we went.
Hey, that was an interesting comment.
Oh, yeah.
I think it went. Jerry's been making all the picks.
But it's true because when Jimmy Johnson started getting credit, and I watched, I have a whole new outlook on Jerry Jones, what he did and what he built.
It was great at the beginning.
No, but it's not. It's about what he went through and the shit he went through and all the people dogging him and telling him, you're coming in here. This is a Texas team. He fired Tom Landry. He did all these things that he caught hell for and then created a team off of it. So, well, he hired the coach that created the team.
There you go.
So, but when Jimmy Johnson was getting all the credit, obviously he gets butt hurt and he, basically gets rid of Jimmy Johnson. Now he's doing it. They win one more Super Bowl, which is Jimmy Johnson's team.
Absolutely.
And then nothing after that because he's the one out there making decisions. Now, I believe that Jerry Jones loves the Cowboys. I mean, we know that.
Absolutely.
That 30 or a football life about Jerry Jones.
Love it.
Give you a whole new outlook on Jerry Jones, to me at least. Mm-hmm. Because I was down on Jerry Jones, but man,
you got to understand the beast. When you look at stories like Jerry Jones and Al Davis and their history with football and their obsession with winning and excellence, you develop a new appreciation for them because it's not like he's trying to blow up the Cowboys. He's really
not. He wants to do it but he wants to be able to do it and say, look what I did.
Absolutely. He put enough money into it, didn't he?
For me, as a technician, I know when to hand something off to somebody else and say, I get that I'm the owner and the GM, but you are the head coach. You know what fits into your coaching. You tell me, don't even tell me. The pick is yours. The pick is in.
So you don't think the coach had anything to do with their first round, their pick this year?
I don't know. But I will say that we do know from past experience that coaches, after they have left the Cowboys, have said, yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Nobody who's in there now is going to say, yeah, he shouldn't have done that. They're getting their paychecks. That's all they care about right now.
Well, I guess. But I mean, and that's sad. And it's sad for the Cowboy fans because they're really at these games and tailgating with their hopes so fucking high. And, that would run me off a team if I knew that, we sucked all these years and this team didn't make any drastic moves in the offseason. Like this offseason, every offseason the Cowboys are fucking dead. It's like
just giving up.
What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? It's like we're not there like people think we are. It's like, yeah, we're a game away from the fucking Super Bowl. No, you're not. You guys are fucking trash.
The Cowboys had probably their best chance this year to make the Super Bowl.
Right. And they threw that shit away.
And now everybody,
But I don't like that statement. With the team that they had, what the fuck does that mean? Everybody has great athletes on their team and great potential. I just didn't see where the Cowboys, quote unquote, had the top tier talent. Like, show me who the fuck are you talking about?
I want to know how you play in the NFL. I didn't know this, but I'm assuming you know this, that the ref has to touch the ball.
Yeah.
How do you not know that? Yeah. How does your center get in the way?
Oh, you talking about
was there.
Oh, yeah.
I truly believe if they'd gotten the opportunity to touch that ball, call that timeout, it was done. Cowboys would have. I mean, they were lighting. I
But
mean,
why
they
the
were
fuck?
coming
Why the
back.
fuck wasn't he running during the game anyway? He should have
The
been
ref.
running.
The ref.
Well, I'm saying, I'm talking
No,
about Dak Prescott should have
yes.
been running the whole game anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. They wouldn't have had to do that at the last minute like that. But yeah, he's supposed to touch the ball. That's why you got somebody to run up and hand it to him. Yeah.
All right, so I'm really excited to see how this plays out. Is the
I did
Pittsburgh
like that pick.
Steelers.
I like that pick.
That
to me.
kid is from Pittsburgh, went to college in Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett, quarterback, as an experienced prospect with an A+ intangibles and swagger. Pickett is a pro-ready quarterback with the potential to take snaps as a starter early in his career, although he lacks elite arm talent. Can somebody explain to me? I mean, I'm assuming that's
shit. I seen him gun one down the field on a couple
I
of.
don't understand.
I mean, that's what you know what? That's what I hate about some of these analysts. Some of these guys just talking.
Hold on, no, because I'm gonna get to what you posted.
Oh, okay,
there.
go ahead.
Yeah,
okay.
no, that was one of my get tos.
Okay.
I think this is one of those Cinderella type deals from Pittsburgh, went to college in Pittsburgh.
I like
playing
that story.
for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I like that story.
He is going to be, it would have been like Adrian Peterson playing football
The Cowboys.
for the Cowboys.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would have been just like that.
Absolutely.
The hometown. Hell, if Stafford would have ended up being with the Cowboys. Just think about that. From here, grew up here, did everything.
Yeah.
Here. It would have been a hell of a story.
The question is, was he crying about? Was he emotional about actually coming to the Pittsburgh Steelers, or was he emotional about how late the pick was?
No, I think everybody.
How late was the pick?
20.
Shit, 20. Was it 20?
First round?
Yeah, he was selected to be one of the. That was the first quarterback taken. So you went 20 picks before.
No, he wasn't first.
Yeah, it was. Oh, was it Ritter?
Number 8 was a quarterback.
Who's number 8?
Oh no, 8 was a wide receiver.
No, he was the first quarterback, dude.
Defensive tackle, safety, offensive line, wide receiver, Oh, he was.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to be the first one.
Well, they was talking about the guy.
Hey, what about the black kid quarterback that they?
I know.
was
Yeah, he went in the second round.
Really?
Oh, wait a minute. Or maybe it was the third round. No, he went in the second round.
Who picked him up?
That's a great question.
What school was he from?
Liberty, but he went to Bama first, I think.
Okay.
Maybe something
so
like that.
Transfer. Okay.
Yeah, he definitely transferred over, but where are you at? Is that the second round?
Yeah, this is second round, so we're looking for running back. Wow.
He might have went third. That's what I'm saying. He might have went third round. What he said? Liberty quarterback went in the third round. That's what Mike said.
Okay.
And he went to the Titans.
Okay.
Went to the Titans.
That's a good quarterback to be standing behind, though. Tannehill. Isn't that Tannehill?
Yeah, it
Brian
was.
Tannehill.
What you mean? Why is it good? Because you know he gonna get a chance to play.
No, you're not gonna get to play. Tannehill's still in Tennessee, isn't he?
Yeah, but I'm
getting
saying
way too much money. Now, I truly believe a first-year quarterback should sit behind.
Well, he got a great chance to play. He got a great chance to play. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He got a great chance of playing this year. Kind of like playing behind Jimmy Garoppolo. That's what we call Jimmy Garoppolo.
Willis. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Kind of like playing behind him. What
All
are
right.
the 49ers going to do if they don't keep Deebo Samuel?
Ooh, Tank. He was everything for them, bro.
Yeah, and he's a situational guy. You got two guys that had some great seasons last year that played that type of role. It was Deebo Samuel, and you had Patterson out of Atlanta. Cordell Patterson.
Hey, he used to play with the Bears. Now, I used to say he was one of the most prolific utility players, and fucking Bears
didn't
coaches
use
didn't
him
know how
like
to use
didn't know how to
They
fucking
didn't
use
know
him.
how to use
Know
him,
your
bro.
personnel.
Know your fucking personnel.
Know your personnel.
And that's what I mean about coaching, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a goddamn it AK-47, and you choose to pick a 22.
He out here pistol
automatic.
whipping. He out here
You
pistol whipping.
shooting with a 22.
No, he out here pistol whipping.
Come on, man.
We got a new head coach. I'm
Man.
curious to see how that's going to go.
Let's get in the
It's
fisticuffs.
gonna be the same thing.
I have been a Bears fan since 1985. So you know what?
Basically, you
Fuck
saying
it.
you've been depressed since
I
1985.
used to be a Bears fan.
You know,
right
we went to the Super Bowl against the Colts, and
I went to that game.
I said flat out, we're gonna lose that game.
man, and he opened up with a damn return.
Devin Hester.
Man, I thought they was gonna blow their ass out the water.
Devin Hester.
He should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer, by the way.
Okay.
He's not in the Hall of Fame.
He's not in
No, but
Yeah.
he was up. He was on the ballot.
He was.
And he didn't go. He didn't go his first time up, which is absolutely ridiculous.
He still holds the record. It's unbreakable.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Just because of how they do kick returns now. It's an unbreakable record. Devin Hester has an unbreakable return record
yeah.
because of it.
I don't like the way they did the returns now. Let guys hit and get blown the fuck up. That's what it is, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Tony Vaselli got put in. Well, I do know, but Eric Williams should have went before him. Clearly, yeah, it's bullshit. And I don't even remember who somebody described the process of how people get into the Hall of Fame. I forget.
Media.
All the media does.
Yeah.
it.
Well, we can vote. Like every year I go in there and I vote for Larry. Larry should be in the fucking Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Still holds a record for catches, which is greater than
Fullback.
I did look up Larry Centers, man. I mean,
His
that
record-
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know,
His
what a-
record is almost unbreakable too. They
Yeah.
don't use fullbacks anymore.
Yeah, they don't.
yeah. But you know, he makes the ballot every year. He makes the first voting every year.
And how did you say this induction goes? Like the people vote?
So
They use
the
the AP.
teams basically, you know, put you up,
Okay.
and then you go. We can vote, and
Okay.
then it's
We as
basically
fans.
the media's, but it's a bunch of fucking sports writers who make the difference. It's fucking bullshit.
They make the final.
We need to start our own fucking Hall of Fame. You know, Ed Too Tall Jones isn't in the NFL Hall of Fame.
I did know that, but I don't
What kind
know.
of bullshit is
I
that?
don't know what his stats were.
But it was before they started doing. Although they have
Well,
his
he
true
played-
count, it's before they started doing his true count.
What you talking about? Sacks? So he played before they started counting sacks?
Before they started recording them as part of the records.
Oh wow, that's bullshit.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So how many sacks did he have for his career?
I don't know.
Well, goddamn it, let's look. I need to know this.
So
Yeah.
that's a game changer.
Yeah,
huh?
because I was under the impression, you know, Too Tall was more popular for being tall, rather than being disruptive.
It's play.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
That's what I thought. So
Third most in team history. According to the
We got
Cowboys
100
stats,
and
Jones
some.
is unofficially credited with a total of 106 quarterback sacks, and officially with 57.5.
Wow.
He's the
Damn,
fifth
you know how
leading
many
tackler in
minutes?
franchise
That's a-
history with 1,032. In 1958, he achieved a career high of 13 sacks. But Ed was Ed when people weren't that tall.
absolutely, he was a
I
big
mean,
guy.
We got big guys now all day long
Yeah.
in the NFL, not
Yeah.
just running around,
Yeah.
but in the NFL,
Uh,
you know, we have big guys all over. Back then,
Porn star Jimmy.
Ed being that big was a huge deal. I mean, it was like,
Absolutely.
Jesus, he was the biggest guy always on the field.
But 106 sacks when you wasn't really throwing the ball that much and playing inside tackle. Wasn't he playing inside tackle? He wasn't a defensive end. 106 sacks from the inside when it wasn't a passing league is a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot. And what years was this he was playing? He was playing in the 80s or 70s and 80s. He got drafted in 1974. Damn, he was picked the number one pick.
Okay.
Number one pick. Wow. He played Super Bowl champion, first team All Pro. Yeah, Too Tall Jones, due to his height. How tall is Too Tall? Yeah, he pretty tall, man.
6'9".
Yeah, he was pretty tall.
6'9".
Yeah, I walked up to him. I'm like, oh, dude, you're pretty tall. You pretty tall for an old fella. And he's 71. He looks fucking great.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he dyes his beard, but that motherfucker's jet black.
Word.
Yeah, he kind of look like Wilt Chamberlain a little bit.
Okay.
But it's they don't credit they weren't. I mean, obviously you can go back through the film and do all that, but yeah, Ed's not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
That's
There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys that fall through the cracks, and there's a lot that get
All right, it looks like we're going to go a little bit over, but now let's get to yours.
Okay.
The media.
Yeah.
Fucking over.
I hated guys like Mel Kiper. And
what did you hear this draft?
They were talking about I think one of these defensive ends, and it was like, and I was listening to the guy's analysis. He was like, yeah, his ankles are what did he say his ankles were? Damn. He said his ankles were stiff or some shit like that, or something like that. It was basically, he was saying this guy was stiff in his ankles. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean? Whose ankles bend? You know, that's what you know what I mean? I'm thinking I know what he means, but it's like, what the fuck do you mean by that? But it's just little things that you say that keep guys literally from making money, or it might push you down in the draft, or you might not get drafted at all based off these guys' analysis that they get from all these scouts, and then they do their little write-ups and say, this guy is this. Yeah. You know, this guy is this, or this guy is not this, you know? Yeah. So, yeah. I can't remember exactly what the post said, but it was something talking about his ankles wasn't they were pretty much stiff.
And was this a potential first-round draft pick?
I don't know who the hell
it
was.
Just the analysis.
Yeah, I was just watching and I heard it, and I heard it. I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" You know, his ankles are stiff, and you know, I kind of get it, but the flexibility is not in your ankles; it's in your hips.
So you think analysis like that mess with people's careers?
Yeah, because they go in, they say, I think this guy's legs are weak, or if they're too small, or if they're too big. I mean, you know what I mean? This guy looks slow. You know, it's just in their own professional analysis. So
now my question would be, all these analysts, have they ever played?
Most of them. See what I'm saying? Look who it's coming from. That's what I'm saying.
And people's perceptions,
which is why
when it has influence over someone's position and where they get picked. Again, bro, it's like, how can you make this and you never played the game?
So you think as they talk, they should have a disclosure that's across the top of,
I've never played
this game. I'm gonna get myself that, man. But I always do that. I always look at people and be like, hey man, what do I do? How does this work?
Yeah.
I'm the first person to say I don't know. What you got?
I that's just something that sticks with me, man, because I remember being in a barbershop years ago, and me and this guy going back and forth about Peanut Tillman, and he's telling me he's good. I'm like, bro, he sucks. He gives up the most yardages, most touchdowns, everything, but he get a strip. What goddamn? It's the least he could do.
The peanut punch.
But and so, you know, after going on and on with this guy, I asked him, bro, what did you play? He's like, well, I ain't played. That's just my man. And it was like, at that point, it was an aha moment. I said, I will never have a debate with another person that never played, because you can't assimilate your
even if you played a little bit. Somebody's like, well, I played, you know, I played a little bit, but I would never. Yeah, I would never.
Bro, no high school, no nothing. Now, I'm not saying that a person can't understand the game if they never played, but at the same time, if you've never been in them trenches, bro, and had to make these decisions and these moves, and you out here critiquing someone,
and you giving major critique,
especially at the Mel Kiper level.
You're on ESPN making this critique, which is why you have the creation of the NFL Network, because guys, the people that was watching wasn't the guys that played. Once you start throwing those guys, implementing other guys that played, that have experience in those areas, no matter what it is that you're talking about, now you're getting your viewer, the people that view your show, they change. You know what I mean? Because guys that played wasn't watching that show because we wasn't listening to no fucking Mel Kiper. It was like, man, The fuck are you talking? I'm not discrediting everything, because you can learn something from watching.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to know from in the trenches, like you say, what does that feel like?
Yeah.
What is it to you from your experience?
Yeah.
Mel Kiper don't know shit about getting bull rushed or punching nobody or running full speed.
Rip on him and
he don't know that. Yeah,
you don't
know nothing about what that feels like.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
and you know what? We had some coaches like that too.
I can believe it.
Yeah,
I can believe it.
They put coaches in certain positions to coach players. Like, we had guys that were coaching offensive lines that never played. It was like,
well, that's why we talked about that. I'm like, I don't understand why you wouldn't take a veteran offensive lineman.
Well, you need two guys,
make him the prime. At least make him part of, that way he can direct.
Because all players not good coaches.
Right.
You do need somebody that can teach.
But that's what I'm
you
saying.
You do need somebody that can teach. So you do need a good mixture.
Yeah.
Because it's sometimes you don't find guys that are really deep into a position and they're good. Sometimes they're not able to relay that over to another player. It helped as far as developing.
Yeah.
Developing and teaching is a totally different skill
than playing.
From playing.
Yes, I agree.
So I'm saying I get it, but when a coach starts telling you, hey, this is what, you don't know what the fuck it feels like. First of all, you don't know what that feels like for somebody to press down on you and you're already going backwards, but you gotta stay strong on this person. You don't know what the fuck that feels like. So don't tell me, hey, I can't play football. This is one. This is one of my last points I'm gonna make. We had a coach, Jimmy Ray, and I think he played. I mean, he may have played quarterback, but he told me he didn't really. Me and him got into it a lot because I was always a guy that kind of, I laughed a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I laughed a lot. He told me you couldn't play football like that. I was like, motherfucker, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't have to be angry to hit nobody. You don't. I could tear your ass up smiling just as much as I could if I was fucking angry.
No question.
That is the truth. You don't have to be bloodshot red out there ready to kill somebody to get the job done. You just don't. And I was like, what the fuck do you know about it? Even if you did play, you didn't play a position where we had to get in there and what we call fisticuffs.
You see what I'm saying?
All right, guys.
All right, it's time.
Yeah, we got to go, man. It's over now. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Hey, and thank you for joining us for another amazing episode of podcast.
Live from the booth. Catch us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Like and subscribe. Hey.